Ubiest of the tubiest. That's you and I, 50 plus. Today, I am going to do my very best to leave my comedic side out because what I want to talk to you about is serious. And what I want is for this, and I may end up making this into several videos because I don't want the videos to go longer than 15 minutes. But what I got to tell you is going to take a longer than 15 minutes. Okay. I had a subscriber. The subscriber asked me a question, and his name is Nas. And what Nas wanted to know is if he wanted to buy a truck and he wanted to rent the truck out, for income, and he wanted me to let him know how that worked. And my response to him was, uh, first thing he needs to do is um, get some formal business education. And it doesn't have to be a 4-year university. You can go take a, 2-year community college class on and get a associate degree in business. Now, why did I say that? Because why am I just don't, how do I know he did already have a business degree? Because I listened to his question. He want to rent a truck out and make a profit. I told him, you know, I didn't know that his business model would be successful. I'm not going to be negative because now I don't know what the situation is. He might be able to make that work. The chances of it is slim as hell to none because how you going to make that work? You're going to put somebody in the truck, they renting it from you. They don't have any stake in the game. What you going to get back when they get finished renting it? Think about you when you rent a car. Man, please. You do everything in that goddamn rental car that you would not do in your own. That's just a fact. That's just the way shit works. So, the first thing I want to do is for new subscribers, people who hadn't gone back and watched all my videos, I want to tell you a little bit about who I am. Why? Because what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to explain to you over several videos, I want you to understand who it's coming from. And in order for you to be successful in what I'm telling you, you're gonna have to feel confident that the person who's telling you this know what they're talking about. Okay, so um, I have 3 degrees, 2 business degrees, and then I have an associate degree in automotive mechanics. So that's the first thing I did when I got out of high school. I was a poor student, so I didn't like school, but I liked making money. I was making money before I could drive. And I've always been mechanically inclined. When I was very young, I would go to the neighbor's house and do tune-ups on their lawnmowers before lawn cutting season, and I ended up with the garage for the lawnmowers on Saturday. I would be tuning them up, and my mom would come outside. But thankfully, my parents allowed me to do that because I guess they realized that hey, he's doing something positive, and I was probably 12, 13, 14 years old, okay, at that time. But um, let's fast forward. Um, yes, I have uh, 2 degrees, a business medical degree and a general business degree. Um, and I have a AMP license. AMP license is a license for aircraft mechanic. I worked for Southwest Airlines for a while. So Uh, I've had some genres of jobs, but the whole time I've always had something I did on the side. It's an entrepreneurial spirit. You have a hard time on a job long term without a release. You have to release the entrepreneurial spirit some way. So I've always had something I did on the side. Okay. Um, so uh, my first business was serious business. I had an automotive shop, and I was 23 when I did that, and I ran that shop for a couple of years, um, and I'm extremely good at fixing cars, but horrible at running the business. Okay, that's just a fact. I didn't know what I was doing, and I eventually had to close it. And s- after that, I've had several businesses. They all started somewhere and failed somewhere. I didn't do well, and here's why. So let's say tomorrow I go to a medical center. I rent a space and I suit it out with uh, dental equipment, dentist chairs, and beautiful waiting room, and a beautiful receptionist. I got everything in there I need for dentistry. I go to the store, buy some scrubs, and I give you a call. Hey, come over. Just open up me a dental office. I do your root canal. $50. You coming? What do you mean you ain't coming? Why not? Maybe it's because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So what's the difference in going into business? If you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're gonna fail. That's why I'm telling you, you need some formal education. Okay, it's crucial. It's crucial. Um, my education, my formal education, the my bachelor's degree, she didn't come until late in life, very late. It was actually after I become successful in my real estate business, and and during the time I was building my sports marketing business, uh, is when I was getting my degree. But I had a, a business mentor, so to speak, who basically held my hand, and every time I got ready to step out of line, he'd slap my hand and tell me, "Look, this is what needs to be done," and I was submissive enough to listen and learn, and uh, and so I did well. Okay, so and another thing about who I am, I don't have to drive trucks. I don't give a shit what my paychecks is. It doesn't mean nothing to me. My businesses make they've made me a very very wealthy man. I don't have to do this. So why am I doing this? Why am I driving this truck if I have successful businesses? Number one, my boys are running my businesses right now, and they're learning how to manage businesses, and how employees work, and how payroll works, and all that good stuff. They're learning it. Okay, and I have another son who is he's 29. He's been driving trucks for 8 years. He got his CDL at 21, and he's been driving trucks that long. So he said, "Hey, Dad, I want you to help me grow a trucking business." So I said, "All right, I'll come help you out." So he didn't hear from me for a few days, and when he come, he said, "Hey, what you gonna do?" I said, "Hey, I just signed on with Swift. I'm gonna go to the CDL school and start driving." He's like, "Oh man, Swift, blah 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 blah." I said, "Hey man, that's not the point. Don't worry. So here I am. I'm driving for Swift. So why? Why am I driving for Swift? Why didn't I just buy some trucks? I can stroke the checks. I can buy a couple of brand new trucks and trailers and buy the property and make a yard and everything. I can do all that for him and hand him the keys. Here, son, you know, go after it. I'll tutor you along the way. I could have done that, but I don't do that. I don't do that because it's a piss poor way of doing business. It's a very, very fast track to failure. Okay. One of my businesses is um, sports marketing business, and a portion of that the sports marketing business has several layers. Okay. One of them is where the bulk of my employees are, and they are officials, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball officials. Before I hired my first official, I became an official. And I studied it. I studied it hard. And I became very, very good in a very short period of time because I put 110% into it. I burned it, bro. Just so you know, let me tell you what you can do. From me to you, you can go on YouTube, go to Umpires Eye, Umpires EYE, Umpires Eye. You're gonna see videos on there from baseball. That's me behind the plate calling balls and strikes. I wear GoPro right here. And Tasso, that's the high school officiating for Texas for baseball and well, all of them, all sports, but the baseball and ASA fast pitch softball have me train umpires on the strike zone because I'm that good with it, and I never did it before. I just got into it, and I found a way to make it work. And you see them. I'm not shitting you. Everything that I tell you, I want to back it up with 100% facts so that you can know 50 is telling you straight. Okay? But I did it first. So that way, whenever one of my officials come to me, hey man, blah 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 blah, blah, I know what he's talking about. I lived it. I know what he's talking about, and I can properly manage my uh, officials. Okay, it's just the deal. So how could I be a good boss at a trucking company if I've never driven a truck? If I don't know what it's like to be stuck in a cab of a truck and it's 30 degrees outside and a truck will die, it won't keep you warm unless it's 25 degrees, or vice versa in the summertime, or um, the cab of the truck don't have a refrigerator or a microwave, or I don't book loads properly. How do I know how that feels? How do I know what the right thing to do is? How do I know that truck drivers don't want to be stuck at a TA getting their truck fixed? They would rather be running. How would I know that? Even if I paid them for downtime, truck drivers don't want to sit still. We're happiest when we're moving. Okay, sitting idle does not make you happy. Yeah, even if it's uh if it's paying. Okay, so I'm doing this so that I'll know how to be um, a good um, a good boss, and I'm learning different facets of trucking while I'm doing it. So I know what's going on. So I can't just write a check. That's a failure. That's a failure waiting to happen. You got to get your feet wet. That's being a good steward. Okay. We're going to get close to 15 minutes. And this video is only part one. As soon as I'm done with this one, I'm going to do part two, and then I'm going to get on to something else. But this video, I know it probably bored the hell out of some of y'all, but I'm about to talk to y'all about business, how to build it successfully, what to do and what not to do. And Nas wanted to rent trucks out and make some money. I'm going to talk to you in the next video on how to do that, but actually make money, a different perspective. So in the next video, what I want you guys to do before you watch it is to write down. I don't want you to just keep it in your head. I want you to write it down. Write down. That's a big thing in business, a big thing in success. We write things down. It's a reminder and it's a etch for this. Okay? We write things down. We write our goals down. We write a start and we write a finish. We write it down. Okay? So I want you to write down the reason you want to get into trucking, because the next video I'm going to streamline some of that stuff, and it's going to be important that you know what you want out of this. I just told you what I want out of it. I'm not here for Swift. I'm here for my son. So I hope I didn't bore the hell out of you. I hope I piqued your interest. And stay tuned. You're gonna see me in the same little shirt, the same little spot. I'm about to hit the second video. Hang in there for me. Yeah, boop.